on the LA Wilkes channel. Do me a favor, go over to the Thin Black Line and just start watching from there. If you're not going to donate, so I can get these finish getting these watch hours. I know I say that every week, but if you bastards actually do what I tell y'all to do, I could have got the watch hours and I wouldn't have to tell y'all to do it. So y'all hindering me from my greatness. I blame it on y'all. It ain't my fault that I'm terrible. It's y'all fault. But look, they got the neighbors start talking about the. Now I guarantee you, he wanted to be right up at the Diddy party, jamming with the rest of them. Time he wanted to be up there with the hookers and the whores doing the coke. But now he hating. Now he hating. I used to see blacked out Suburbans. He tried to sneak in the parties himself. So now they about to get everybody out there talking shit about him.
Uber drivers late night after we came back from clubbing or partying, and I never really thought anything of it.
Yo, easy. Time yourself out. Time yourself out for about 10 minutes for that stupid shit.
And now obviously this came out, and now it's like, wow, like that's crazy. I didn't know. It's crazy. I've seen a party twice a month at least. I've seen girls get out of limos, maybe four or five. Some standing outside of the house in the driveway. Some going in the house. I've never seen him leaving because I was never outside of his house for longer than a 15 to 20 minute period of span.
But he hating now. Damn, look at that house.
Now take a look at video from our chopper of the activity this afternoon. This is in the 200 block.
Damn, look at that house. Holy crap.
Of Mapleton Drive in Holmby Hills, and you can see the large SWAT vehicles, federal agents, and bulletproof vests, and people detained in handcuffs outside of the home. This home is believed to belong to Sean Diddy Combs, or P. Diddy. A car at the home came back to Bad Boy Productions, which is his company. According to TMZ, P. Diddy's LA and Miami home are both being raided. The outlet says this appears to be tied to sex trafficking allegations, which have been levied against Diddy in recent months from different plaintiffs. There are several divisions here, including HSI Los Angeles, Miami, and local law enforcement, but this is being led by a division out of New York. Not a whole lot of information at this point. We don't know who's here at the house and whether or not P. Diddy himself is here. We did receive a statement from P. Diddy's accuser's attorney. It reads, in part, "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law."
Really? All right. Oh, now y'all want people to go to jail. Okay.
Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct. We also spoke.
Goddamn. What word did they not use? What word didn't they use here? And I'm so happy. Accountable. Oh, I'm so glad that somebody else tired of that word too.
Spoke with our legal expert, Allison Trevel. She gives us some background about what's been happening here.
Certainly, these Homeland Security officers were looking for evidence.
That's an ugly white woman. Why her face so close to the screen? Lady, if you don't back up, why you gotta be so animated? The hell you doing? Why you so close to the screen? Back up about 2 inches.
Shut your ass up.
God damn.
Oh, shit.
Back your ass up. Why the hell you so close? She like this. Let's back up. We know you important, but you ain't got to be that close to the goddamn screen. Damn, how? Woo.
Of crimes. So, for example, P. Diddy has been accused of sex trafficking. He's also been accused of non-consensual pornography. The officers would have executed that search warrant to gather any type of evidence to prove or establish that a crime has been committed and he is the person that committed the crime.
And we have reached out to P. Diddy's reps for comment. We haven't heard back. Our legal expert tells us that this is a very well orchestrated plan going on right now, and that it is standard procedure to detain everyone inside the house until the search is complete. That's the latest from Holmby Hills. I'm Rachel Menitoff. Sam MB, back to you in the studio.
Yeah, so I found this little nugget, and I don't think anybody else was talking about it. About what's going on. About P. Diddy's, they call him a drug mule. And it's good to be a snitch. They're saying it's good to be a snitch. I don't know what's going on with my computer. This shit is acting up. Diddy's drug mule arrested in Miami airport at the same time rappers' sons were put in handcuffs during raids on his mansion. So people not even talking about this. I found this little nugget a few hours ago. And I said, let me see if I can hit this angle. Because this is interesting. And this is all coming out of one of P. Diddy's former associates who was leading the charge, was one of the guys that was leading the charge against P. Diddy. Now check out what they saying Diddy was doing with at his parties and with other people. And this is why I say Diddy ass going to jail. Diddy ass going to jail because he got people saying they got videotape evidence and proof of what he did, and guns and drugs and hookers. And they locked up the dude that was getting Diddy drugs and guns and shit. They locked him up. This is supposed to be the guy that was getting him all the drugs and stuff and the guns. And one of the guys that was there saying this guy witnessed Diddy handing guns out to gang members before a shooting one time. Diddy ass going to jail for a long time. I don't know what Diddy did to piss people off, but usually the left protects their own. Apparently, they sacrificed this jigaboo. A man accused of being Diddy's drug mule was arrested trying to board at the same time the rapper's mansion was raided by Brendan Paul, 25. He was 22. Was arrested by Miami-Dade police alongside Homeland Security agents. Raided Diddy's home in LA and Miami the same day as a part of the sex trafficking and detained two of his sons. They say his sons is out there touching pussy too, Tom. They said they was all having a bigger pussy party. Justin and King Combs were later released. You think he taught his sons how to be a part of the brigade?
Hell yeah. Birds of a feather flock together, dog.
Passing the bush. I hear you. Justin and King Combs were later released without charge. Photos of at least two of the men were put in handcuffs during the LA raid. They made sure. Listen, they a good show for the news. They had to. Look at this. So this is the guy that was saying was Diddy's drug mule. Look at him, 25. He look like he on that stuff. I know a coke and meth head when I see one, allegedly. I ain't trying to get sued. But look at him. I wouldn't trust this dude nowhere around. But they saying he was getting. Oh, now my shit acting up. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so look at these pictures of this cat. No, they're not gonna show me.
If you think he trusted that, you're absolutely insane.
You don't think he trusted him?
No, sir.
Well, guess what? He probably was one of the ones that didn't mind doing the dirty work for him.
Okay.
He probably didn't mind doing the dirty work for him. You got to have your deprived sociopaths to do your dirty work, don't you? If you're a part of that lifestyle.
No. I don't believe that one.
Why you keep saying no?
I just don't believe it. I don't think Diddy's that stupid.
You don't think Diddy did any of this?
No. I don't believe Diddy trusted that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I don't know why you don't get that, but I don't believe Diddy trusted that per se. There's a lot.
What's the definition? What's the definition of trust?
Well, let's put it this way. I don't think he'll put his life in the hands of that. If that makes any more sense than what I just said, I don't know.
All right, so put it like this: what if he didn't think he could ever be touched? Do you think he would care about putting his having this guy do a lot of his dirty work for him?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my fucking computer. If you don't think he can be touched, no, it's my computer. It's not you, sir. It's my stuff that's acting up right now. If he didn't think it could be touched, do you actually think he care about letting this guy do his dirty work for him?
Yeah, man, I gotta say yes, dog. I hate to say it like that, but I do. Because ain't no one trying to go to jail because this motherfucker can't keep his mouth shut. That's just basic. If I'm gonna be a fucking crook, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be able to stay out of jail without no bullshit behind it. I wouldn't trust that with a 10-foot. I wouldn't trust that with your dick, dog.
I think
You
you
know what I'm saying?
underestimate the power of people's arrogance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really do. I think you underestimate that. I really
It
do.
might be. I'm not
Oh,
saying that I'm right. I'm just it could be true.
yeah, I think because I think when a person think they can never be touched, I don't know why my shit is acting up again. This is fucking amazing. Oh boy, hold on, John the Baptist. John the Baptist with this link shit, man. Every time we start doing the show, John the Baptist, link. Hold your ass up. I'm up here having technical difficulties. You told me the goddamn link.
John the Baptist had a good take today, which was shocking. Yeah, I'm on there. John the Baptist actually had a good fucking take today.
Can you send
I,
John the Baptist a link, please? Before I kill him.
yeah.
I
If
got it.
he's in the, is he in the chat?
Yeah, I got it.
Here, I got it. There you go. Yeah, we're doing it now. He just added mine to it. You can come on up, OG. He said that earlier.
I'm over here talking
Shit's
and you
crazy.
can't even hear me, and you didn't even tell me.
Oh boy.
Ellie, do you want to go out and come back?
Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, I might do that. This shit is.
Oh yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah. All right, give me 1
Yeah.
second, everybody.
What's up,
I'm gonna go out and come
everybody?
back.
Uncle Tom, I don't appreciate you, man.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I said you had a good. I even gave you a fucking compliment. You know what? You had a
You
shitty.
said I had a good. You had said I had a good take today, like I'd never have a good take before. What are we saying right there? You were underhanded. You just been underhanded and sneaky with that compliment right there. I don't know
I
what you
wasn't
think that
trying to.
is.
I literally wasn't trying to be underhanded, but if that's what you call it, okay. I was trying to
Anyway,
be actually, kind of sympathetic to your bullshit, but whatever. Yeah. Who's counting? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No biggie.
No, but I get your point. You're talking about P Diddy not having that, not picking anyone stupid.
Yeah, I don't think.
The trust. Yeah. I don't think when you get to that level of P Diddy, I don't think you just pick anybody to be around you.
Oh shit! Oh my god. Yeah. Because we're not on the porch. Oh well. Because he added the other one. Well, I can look. I'm sorry, I make no sense. Well, you added. You up here? I thought I was waiting for old LA.
He said he was going out and coming back.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry. I don't.
How was your weekend, John, at home? Was it good?
It was we had to take care of some stuff with my wife. She had a day surgery in and out yesterday, so
Oh, okay. Everything good?
yeah, everything good. Yeah, everything's good.
Good.
Yep. So now I'm headed back to work now. I took a
I
few
will
hours
say.
off to make
I
sure she's
will.
gonna be okay.
I
Yeah,
will
of
say
course.
this. I will say this. For all y'all that was making sure I wasn't dead yesterday. I told y'all what was happening. I said I was gonna go. What did I say I was gonna do? Go watch a hockey game, which I haven't never done before, which was a first, and I would say it was successful. It was just me and the
What
wife.
the hell that
Which was
noise is?
awesome. Oh, that's me.
Who got that beeping in the back?
Me. It's gonna be over. That does it automatically. That's a membership shit. I'm sorry. I can't turn it down. Can't turn it off, actually.
No, as long as it's business related, sir. Anyway,
It's really annoying. I always ask them what that is.
as long as it's business related, I don't care. But like I said, if y'all
Ugh.
whoever's on the LA Wilkes, go over to the Thin Black Line. I'm about to shut LA Wilkes down in a second. So anyway, I disagree with y'all with that because, like I said, I think when people become when they become so powerful, they think they can't be touched, and I don't think they actually care. So just like when we always talk about these people with, all right, let me give you a prime example. In the police department, we always have a problem with these bosses getting arrested or getting fired, or even getting sued by women. And they always make the same mistake. They always go get a pretty aide or a pretty young lady to work for them, and then they get caught up. You would think they would have learned their lesson from the last 100 dudes that happened to. But nope, they do it. Because when you become powerful, they think they can't be touched. It can't happen to them. So I think this dude was just a useful idiot to be the Puff Daddy. And I tell you what, time will show if this is true or not. Time will show if this guy really did everything Puff Daddy told him to do. Let me get back to the article. Brendan Paul.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You get back to the article.
So Diddy was spotted about 3 p.m. in the open locker airport not long before Paul was arrested there, hours after the raid started after his jet flew from L.A. The Department of Homeland Security and other law enforcement officers contacted the Daily Mail.com on Tuesday have not been able to comment on Diddy's, and it was not clear where he went. Contacted by, okay. He was scared. I thought I was reading wrong. I thought he was saying they called them. I was about to say these motherfuckers really at the Puff Daddy. He was scheduled to fly to the Caribbean and block the public tracking of his jet after he arrived in Miami. Whoa, is that legal?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but yeah.
But they tracked him anyway. There was a flight tracker. They were waiting for him to check in. His jet landed.
They said it blocked.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Is that legal?
But they did track it, and it did land. They just were unsure at that time if he was on it.
Mm-hmm.
His jet landed. It's Belize, isn't it? No, Antigua.
Yeah.
Which is a hop, skip, and a jump from Miami.
Yeah, it's not far. It's probably like
we can fly to Antigua from Patrick Air Force Base.
30-minute flight.
Yep. Quick.
His Gulfstream 5 jet was later tracked to the Caribbean island of Antigua, but he wasn't on board. An arrest warrant obtained by the DailyMail.com says that Paul admitted to having drugs in his luggage as law enforcement intercepted him at Miami Open Lock Airport. So how they figured out this guy had drugs on him was somebody snitched. One of the guys that was actually a part of P. Diddy's lawsuit told that this guy was one of P. Diddy's or Puff Daddy's drug suppliers. I mean, the article gets into it, so, y'all ain't got to take my word for it. The document filed by the Miami-Dade Police Department states, while working alongside the Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Protection, the defendant was taken into custody for being in possession of suspected cocaine and marijuana candy. The defendant had the contraband inside of his personal travel bags, was claimed prior to being searched. The suspected cocaine was located and tested by agents. The defendant was charged with accordingly. If he say that, I'll tell you right now, this dude say, yeah, I was buying this for Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy might as well stay wherever the hell he at. Paul, 25 of Chargan Falls, Ohio, was charged with felony cocaine possession and marijuana. Paul's being held at the Turner Gulford Knight Correctional Center in Miami on two $2,500 bonds. So this is the guy that snitched. This the guy was giving up the tapes on what was going on with Puff Daddy.
Oh,
this guy right
looked
here.
like a snitch.
Yeah.
Look, anybody that wears a bedazzled jean jacket and a hat that looks like that is definitely gonna snitch.
Yeah, he was the one giving up the tapes on Puff Daddy.
If he sold it for P. Diddy, why wouldn't he why wouldn't they let him make the exchange and give him the drugs
Not
and
sold
then
them.
catch him in that?
He not selling them for P Diddy. He was getting the
Just
drugs
holding 'em.
for.
No, he correct. I'm saying if he getting them for P Diddy, why wouldn't he let him get? Why wouldn't he let him take the drugs to P Diddy, then catch P Diddy with the drugs, rather than just make the accusation?
Because he probably doesn't carry himself at all. Think about it.
Yeah, it's easy, John. They
Did you
don't care
see?
about the
Did you
drugs. They
see what
only
Nina
want P
said?
Diddy.
LA.
No.
Nina said, if you go back a little bit, she said
So y'all understand what I'm saying?
something
then.
about he was
I get what you're
detained.
saying.
So- oh, maybe she's talking about
Okay.
the guy.
I get what
Good.
you're saying, John the Baptist. You were saying you would have more proof if they actually catch him handing it to Puff Daddy. But I don't think they care. I'm
Yeah.
with OG. They don't care about it at that point. They just want this evidence to corroborate everything else. Him with the drugs don't mean a goddamn thing. They just want to have more and more evidence on it. And also they make sure they want to have a smear campaign. That's why they want to make sure everything is public. That's why they want to make sure they got the news out there with the helicopters, a whole roadway blocked off. They got his sons out there in handcuffs. All this shit is a distraction.
Yeah, after one day of them playing this shit, everybody think that this nigga guilty already. It ain't no question or nothing. I mean, just the
Oh, she
media
did say
presence of
Diddy
the
was detained. Look.
just the media presence of them having them police officers out there lying about where his plane was
Cuba Gooding.
and all this other shit. Yeah, Cuban Gooding Jr. What's that nigga Stevie J? Nigga, they trying to rack everybody into something, bro, just to get this nigga on.
So this shooting right here was what they say. P Diddy was handing guns out to gang members, and they did a shooting for him. And they say that cat, the cat with the drugs, was the one obtaining the guns for him.
That nigga Mace came out and said, "Yeah, why you think I got away from that nigga?" Mace
Paul
underneath the bus for real.
Paul was referred to
Mace with the preaching.
Paul was referred to Diddy as drug mule in a $30 million lawsuit by Rodney L. Rod Jones filed against Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs. I will say about these guys who saying Puff Daddy was fucking them and making sure they was in sex parties and all that. If you was letting another man do that to you, it's not that you were scared. It's because you wanted to do it. He ain't forced you to do all that. As a grown man, if you that weak-minded to let another man rub on you and your ass stick around and you talking about he was forcing you to do that, no, that's on your dumb ass. That means you was gay and you like doing the coke off of these other boys' booties and everything else.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the neighbor that they caught on video? His neighbor driving away and was like, "Yeah, when I play basketball, he's got busloads of guys coming in late at night and blah."
Yeah, these cats.
Really,
That's because they wanted to be there. I wish we stop all this stuff. They're talking about
What's that dude to play football and was acting? Everybody loves Chris, the father on this show.
Terry Crews.
He talking about somebody rubbed on him, made him feel scared. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
He said that a while ago, and then everybody was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Knock him out. You like 6'6", 275. Knock him out.
I'm talking about I'm talking about these cats that say Diddy drugged them the first time, and they did all this stuff. The next you know, they stuck around. Like you stuck around, sir. Ain't nobody forced you to stick around. You're a grown ass man. You wanted to be there with the damn drugs and the women and everything else, and you was having fun. You just didn't mind getting touched on a couple times. That's all. Call a spade a spade. Paul was referred to Diddy as the drug mule in a $30 million lawsuit by Rodney L. Rod Jones filed against Diddy. The complaint, one of the 5 against Cobbs, said since November alleged he was involved in acquiring and distributing Mr. Combs' drugs and guns. So maybe he never gave. That's the thing. Maybe Puff Daddy was saying, I never gave out anything. This cat was doing all of it. Maybe he never gave it to, maybe Puff ain't never do the drugs. Maybe everybody else was he made sure everybody else was getting the good drugs around him. I don't know. Whether Paul's arrest was connected to the allegations in the lawsuit or to the raids on Diddy's property was not confirmed. Trust me, if they got this dude all of a sudden with guns and drugs, they trying to build a bigger case against Diddy. They didn't just get him just to get him. They don't give a flying flip about this dude. They want Puff Daddy. They want the big fish. Jones claimed in a lawsuit that he personally witnessed Paul acquire and distribute drugs to Combs in his entourage and transport or attend to transport drugs in the baggage. See, like I said, this dude was the one snitching. That's how they knew to go get him. He wrote The flights were between LA and Miami and Virginia and the Caribbean and London 3 times in December 2022, in April of 2023, and November of 2023. And them being able to lock this dude up and find drugs on him helped his case out a lot.
So how did he manage to motherfucking literally be able to hide drugs?
It was on private flights.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
it was all
Well,
on
let me
private
ask you a
flights.
question. When in the history does the police go after the user and not the drug dealer? Explain that to me, LA.
When they they go after the person they want. So they don't give a fuck about the drug dealers at this point. They want Puff Daddy.
But they speaking about drugs though, sir.
Yeah, so they want to use this to get Puff Daddy. They want to use this. They want to get this guy to flip on Puff Daddy.
Okay,
That's why
but
they
listen
gonna
listen what I'm saying though, LA. He's a user, sir.
I get you just saying, but you don't understand what I'm saying. They want to get.
Sir.
I get that, but they want him to flip on Puff Daddy.
And say what?
I say what? He's not the person selling the drugs, sir.
But he was the worst. He was the one with the drugs on him. So they want him to say, "Listen, who was you getting the drugs for? Puff Daddy. Did Puff Daddy tell you to go get him? Yes, because they want Puff Daddy ass in jail.
But when do you lock the user up?
You lock the you lock the. Hold on. You get the small fish to get to the bigger fish.
He don't do that. He's not selling the drugs, sir. He's not the runner for the kingpin.
I'm not saying he is, but y'all act like P. Diddy is the kingpin.
No, we're not. He is the consumer, sir.
Who, Puff Daddy is the consumer?
Yeah.
Yes, he's buying the drugs,
But
sir.
this has nothing to do with drugs. They trying to lock Puff Daddy ass up, so they want to get enough ammunition to get him.
We get that, but what is him, a little skinny, scrawny, well, the drug mule, have anything to do with the actual drug user?
He was getting the drugs for Puff Daddy.
Okay, again, when do they lock the user up?
They lock users up all the time. I don't get why y'all keep saying that.
When they find stuff on them, or when they find a drug dealer?
They lock users up all the time when they find drugs on them.
Okay, did they find drugs on Puff Daddy?
No, but they found drugs on this cat. Hold up.
Not Puff Daddy, sir.
Stop for a second.
Okay, I'm
The dude who was suing Puff Daddy for $30 million, right? This dude, Elrod, said Puff Daddy was guilty of all these crimes. And one of the crimes he was guilty of was drugs. And this is one of the guys Puff Daddy used for drugs. So he gave a statement and everything else to the Popo.
What I'm understanding. What about?
I don't know. I haven't finished reading the article yet, sir.
Oh, okay. I was just asking.
So what they did was they say, okay, so you have this proof. Yeah, this is where the guy did it. This is the guy who did everything. So all right, let's lock this guy up. So they lock this guy up and find that he has drugs on him. So this more so corroborates whatever he was saying against Puff Daddy. So now they can use this even more to say, well, he was right about the drugs. So what about the sex trafficking that Puff Daddy was doing? Because now this dude is more credible when it comes to other stuff. So it's not just about the drugs.
In this article that you read, did they prove that the drugs belong to P. Diddy?
They haven't proved anything yet, sir.
No, I'm just saying because I came late to the story.
No, they haven't proved anything yet. But this is just
okay, all right.
no. All it's doing is just strengthening the case that they have against Puff Daddy. They don't give a flying flip about the drugs. The drugs they don't care one bit about.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, they don't care one. I don't want y'all to get stuck on the drugs. This goes to the corroborating everything against Puff Daddy with the sex trafficking, because that's what they're really trying to get him on.
Well, so I get you on that. I understand what you're trying to get to. I'm not trying to, and I'm not saying I don't understand. What I'm saying though is, until they put the drugs in P. Diddy's hand, I don't think they got a case or anything as far as like.
They don't care about the drugs,
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I know they don't care about the drugs. I get that. What I'm saying to you is, okay, so and if they got tapes with him having sex with somebody, okay, that's proof. That's evidence. That's confirmed. If they're trying to get more evidence against him, I don't think him that guy that got caught with the drugs saying these are P. Diddy drugs is enough to hold against him. I don't think they care about drugs or not.
That's not the point. The point is this guy might have other information, and they're using the drugs on him to get the other information from Puff Daddy.
Correct. Okay, so if they so how did I listen to this. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
They don't give a flying fuck about the drugs. Just like when somebody, all right, say a multi-billion-dollar drug ring or something like that, and a kingpin, and they got the underlings, and the underlings then did a robbery, and they got them on a robbery. All right, we'll cut you the deal for the robbery, but we need to know everything you got on the person that you work for. And if you don't give us that, we're going to lock you up for this robbery. You're going to do 30 years in jail. Or you can give us what we know, what you know about this cat. And what they did was they used the first dude, Elrod, to get the information on the damn drug dude. Now the drug dude can give them more information on Puff Daddy because they want his black ass. I don't know why, but they want his ass now. They want his ass bad.
So they using the Mule as one of the. They kind of betting on the Mule a little bit. Now I don't know if the Mule might not be a good. It might not be a good bet for them. But
you don't know.
They can try.
Know.
They betting on they betting on the social media presence, bro.
Yeah.
If you think about it, see LA, when he said it the first time, I agreed with him. Then now he kind of contradicting himself.
I'm not contradicting myself.
Well, sir, if they're doing all this as a rule, and we're asking you why are they keep on bringing up these drugs, the answer to that, sir, is for the media presence. It's because they want to fill your head up that this dude has something to do with drugs, including doing something with women, including doing all these other nefarious things, guns. Ever since you didn't start reading out this thing, you notice something. Every time that you go from another paragraph to another paragraph, it's a different crime that this nigga has committed. You notice that? It first started off with sexual allegations of him touching on folks. Then it went to sexual trafficking, them two different things. Then it went to drugs. Then it's gonna go to it's gonna keep on going, bro, because they finding guns now. You know what I'm saying? Guns and drugs. Two different things, but kind of in the same realm. But they qualify as two different things. You touching on somebody, harassing somebody is way different from me selling you.
But OG,
But it's the same. Only thing I'm saying is, bro, I seen something earlier, bro, that is crazy that they keep on. Everybody is talking about this shit, and they just keep on pushing the narrative. But every time some information come out about the shit, it's not like it's just like that Tiffany shit, bro. It's like, bro, you got all this shit on this nigga, bro. Why you ain't arrested this nigga? Now you talking about you got a warrant for him, and you going to go search all these places, but you can't find the man. How you can't find a celebrity, bro?
Well, OG, did you hear what I said in the very beginning, though? I said they want his ass.
I've been here the whole time.
All right, I straight up said at the beginning they want his ass. They want him, and I just said I don't know why they want him that bad. So like I said, they doing whatever they can. I didn't change my argument. I'm not even contradicting myself. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't know how you saying I'm contradicting myself. I'm just telling you what they're telling us. And
so why would they bring up anything if they have to do with sex trafficking and him doing that stuff? Why would they bring up guns and drugs?
These are the people that they try to throw out of the loop, because when they're getting too much and he's starting to bring himself back into the limelight about certain accusations, they throw that nigga to the wolves now.
They bring up drugs and guns, sir, is because, like I said, they want to make sure they can get whatever information off of this cat. So the drugs and guns really have nothing to do with P. Diddy unless it's smearing his name in the public. So
he
they want to make sure.
Point exact. Okay, that's why. Public. Now we get into where I'm going.
Public perception is everything now when it comes to these cases, right? It's no more just the judge, jury, and executioner. It's what the public sees. So if they can get the public to hate P. Diddy or Puff Daddy more and more, then they know they're gonna have an easier case to put out there to get his ass convicted of whatever.
He's a part of the club, and now they're trying to excommunicado this motherfucker from the club.
But why though? What's going on now that they want to get him out of there? Is it a distraction? Because Tom said it's a distraction.
He himself is a distraction and is bringing too much attention. And he think he that shit, and now they've putting that he probably was talking hella shit, and then they're like, bet. And this is what they did to them. That's why they had a video of him looking distraught before this happened. Like he was just in a gaze.
I don't know if that was actually him or not.
That nigga got a text. It was like, bet, nigga. And all this shit unfolded, bro. He thought he was powerful, and they showed him that he not.
Thank you, Ali Cat, for getting the membership, baby. I appreciate it.
This is all a game, man. This ain't nothing else civilians should even be worried about.
No, but like I said earlier,
it's the game none of us know or even want to be a part of.
No, but like I said earlier, this is the stuff that people love to hear about, the salaciousness. That's all. It's something to get people to get views off of. That's all. The stuff that really affects us, we don't give a shit about. But we're going to talk about this. Mr. Jones personally witnessed Brendan transport firearms to and from nightclubs, strip clubs, and other venues for Mr. Combs on his persons in Miami, Florida. Mr. Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs distribute firearms out of his bedroom closet to individuals that Mr. Jones knew to be members of a local gang. All this right now is just going to the damn money because Mr. Jones got a $30 million goddamn lawsuit against Puff Daddy, and the feds want Puff Daddy for the sex trafficking. So now they're going to use whatever Mr. Jones knows to throw Puff Daddy ass to the wolves.
Has anybody seen Ryan Garcia?
I thought he was dead.
That's like, I'm wondering if that nigga still alive. Didn't he have a fight coming up? Like, when the fuck is that supposed to happen? Like, that's what I'm just wondering. Like, I feel like he has got excommunicado. Like, something else.
They got Prince Harry in a picture with him with Kanye. Look at this.
Man,
they gonna start bringing out old pictures now. Prince Harry.
No, you need so those white t-shirt parties, go to that. That's all the people you need to worry about.
Joan attached the photo of Paul holding prescription pill bottles with a black pouch sitting on his lap. Brendan Paul was videotaped with one of the black pouches Combs and Christine Decorum reported the associates and members to carry. The pouch was filled with ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, mushrooms, and tuck. I don't know what the hell tuck is.
He was packing that day.
Yeah. Mr. Combs required Brendan Paul and Mr. Jones to carry his firearms on their persons whenever they went out. Another part of the lawsuit read, one of these accusations Mr. Jones was required to carry Mr. Combs' firearm was when Mr. Combs recorded himself coaching Mr. Jones on how to solicit sex workers. All this, once again, you see this line right here, OG? This all goes back to the sex trafficking because that's what they want his ass on. They can give a flying flip about the drugs and the guns. They want his ass on that sex trafficking. That's why Homeland Security is in it now. Jones worked with Combs most recently on his record Love the Love album, Off the Grid. He claimed Paul and other staff were told to hire sex workers to come to the recording studios. You know all them dudes have hookers around here. Mr. Combs felt there was too much testosterone in the studio and wanted sex workers there to create the vibe for the Love album, the lawsuit claimed. See, that's a big no deal to me, right? All these cats hire these so-called models to be around them. So when they say sex workers, they mean hookers, but they want to villainize these chicks when this type of stuff come out. But any other time they say is empowerment. Women should be. You get what I'm saying? The games that they play. You see the mental games they play, and in another breath they'll say is nothing wrong with sex workers. But in this article, they're making it seem like this is something terrible. Like you can't have it both sides. He wanted chicks around, so he hired a bunch of chicks to be there. For right and for wrong, that's what he did. Then these workers arrived, and Mr. Jones and the other musicians and producers were required to engage in sex acts with them. So you telling me he forced these dudes to have sex with a bunch of pretty women? Okay. All right. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, all right. Puff Daddy said he put the money up. Y'all want to have sex with these chicks? Yeah. All right. Jones is suing the whatever the fuck that word is. Whoa. Rapper over claims he engaged in serious illegal activity, including sexual assault. Goes back to the sex. The initial lawsuit alleged Combs forced him to procure sex workers and pressure him into acts with them. Who believes that? Who believes Puff Daddy made this dude have sex with a bunch of pretty women? Who believe that? Or you think he was down for the cause?
He believed it himself, though. That's all that matters.
He don't believe that bull crap. He just want that money, sir. Ain't nobody forced you to have sex with a bunch of damn women. He also accused Gooding Jr. of grope. Okay. Damn, Cuba? They done got Cuba up out of here, too?
Cuba been up out of here for the last 6 years, sir.
I ain't know. They also accused Cuba of groping him while on Diddy's yacht in January 2023. An incident allegedly took place in Virginia, the Virgin Islands, and saw Combs try to pass off Jones to an actor. Gooding, the lawsuit states. Cuban Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' legs, his upper inner thigh near his groin, the small of his back. Sir, if you sat there for all that, you liked it.
Do y'all think all these men are gay for real?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think they're a bunch of freaks.
I can't believe this crap.
I think they're a bunch of freaks.
I don't want to believe all this. I don't want to believe it.
John the Baptist, if a man's sitting up there, you talking to a man and he start rubbing on your thighs and you don't move, that means you like that shit.
But do you don't think they making this stuff up? Some writers making this stuff up.
No, I think they're a bunch of freaks. I think they're a bunch of freaks.
When they came out about P. Diddy today, I saw on the news today, or one of my talk shows came on tonight in the evening. They were talking about the story. I was like, you know what, Hollywood just crazy. I can't believe P. Diddy did that. But then I started thinking, like, it's too many people getting caught up right now. All these stories can't be true.
I don't know. I just think they're just a bunch of freaks. But you can make anything sound bad. Look at the sex worker thing. P. Diddy hired a bunch of sex workers to come around. All these dudes hire these Instagram models and chicks to be in the studios.
Sir, it's not called sex work anymore. It's called survival work.
Whatever. They got a bunch of survival workers in the studios. But then they will also tell you that these chicks, that there's nothing wrong with survival work. It's just a living. But then they make it seem like it's bad in these articles. I will agree with OG on that part. You can make anything sound bad if you wanted to.
Survival work.
You can make anything sound bad. You can make anything sound terrible. Now this crap right here, this is, in my opinion, this guy let him do all that. Like, look at this shit. Ain't no man gonna put his arm around me like that. That's because he wanted this shit. That is crazy.
I'm gonna go and say it's Photoshop.
That's crazy.
Is that Cuba?
Yeah, that's Cuba. Both of them with headsets on, listening to music. Talking about Puff Daddy made him do that. Maybe you don't get your goddamn arm from around me. The fuck wrong with you? You sit on the other side.
With the red light on.
Yeah. What's going on here? That's bullshit. Puff Daddy ain't make you do that, you freak. So this is supposed to be one of the guys with a hooker. I'm sorry, a survival worker. Sex workers Jones claimed Diddy forced them to have sex with.
Oh, we can't say that word anymore either now?
I guess you can. I don't know. Jones' bombshell lawsuit against Diddy claims Combs subjected him to a year of groping and constant, unsolicited touching of his.
Hello?
Oh,
that was you.
Tom, can you read that for me, sir?
I can't see it.
Jones' bombshell lawsuit against Diddy claims Combs subjected him to a year of groping and constant, unsolicited touching of his anus.
Oh, God.
I believe it, too.
Hollyweird.
Just say you gay, sir. Just say you gay.
Why would he say that?
Just say you gay.
If someone's forcing you to do it, you're not gay.
Oh, so somebody forcing you to touch his butt for a whole year, huh?
In his case, sure.
Really? Because he couldn't quit?
Some people once it's like Pringles, I guess. Once you
stop. You mean Lay's?
Yeah. Once you pop, you just can't stop. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is Pringles, yo.
He says
you can't just eat one.
Apparently you can't just touch one booty. He says he was ordered to recruit prostitutes and have sex with them for the star's pleasure. It has hundreds of hours of video documenting Combs' serious illegal activity. Oh, you was recording yourself getting touched in the butt. He claims he was also sexually assaulted by a female cousin of Combs' girlfriend. Young Miami and forced to watch a video of the record producer Stevie J having sex with another man. Oh, these motherfuckers is all freaks. So he even saying the girl sexually assaulted him. Jones was required to work in Combs' bathroom where the star was showered naked behind a glass screen, according to the law. Sorry,
And this
ain't
what
that
y'all
much.
listen to.
Ain't that much money in the world. I'm
This
not
is what
listening
you
to
have
him.
to do to be a part of the club, man. You got like
You ain't got to do this shit. You ain't got.
no,
You can
if you
quit.
want to be within, you got to do this because everybody else did it. You can't be the only one that didn't.
Yeah, you can go get a regular job. Home Depot hiring.
Nah, not if you want to be part of the club.
No, ain't that much club in the world.
And Sway,
When the
these are the guys
club
you listen
runs
to,
the
Sway.
entertainment industry, you want to be a part of it.
No, sir. You can literally get a job doing something else. You don't have to be a part of this club.
You're right. There are people who don't. Like Corey Holcomb isn't a part of it. Ice Cube isn't a part of it. You know, there are great people who do great things that don't need it. But if you want to come up, or like when you talking about these industry plants and all this other stuff, they got invited to the club and they took the offers and they was able to do their thing. And
Well,
now
let me ask you a question. Do you think
they butt raped and got butt raped, and now they in the next big movie?
So you don't think they actually are gay then?
You got to be gay enough to willing to take that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely gay to an extent.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think they
I
knew
don't think
they
it's
saw
like
lick.
I don't think it's like a born gay thing, but you definitely gay now.
I think they always knew they was gay.
I'm glad you cleared that up. I'm glad you cleared that up, Sway, because you said you gay to an extent. I'm like, no, you just.
Let me tell you.
If you
Let me tell you how I think they it always started off, right? So you ever have a child around you that see how far they can take something? Like they do something to test to see if you're gonna discipline them or not.
I
And
mean,
if they get away with that,
because they haven't been disciplined.
I get that, but I'm saying what these people do. So they do something to see if they can get away with it, and then they up the ante. Then they up the ante and up the ante. The same way with these people. So Puff Daddy will hire this cat, right? And he'll treat them good at first. And this is all just my speculation or what they do in the industry. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know because I wouldn't be in none of this position. This is some bullshit. But he would just rub his hand at first.
I mean, your name is L.A. Wilkes, so
yeah, that's because of my first name. Keep that shit. Don't try to do that.
You wilking these niggas balls, L.A.
All right, that's why you go. That's exactly why you keep on getting kicked
LA
off.
from LA, LA from LA.
There ain't nobody from LA. I never been to California a day in my life. So
lie, sir.
All right. Anyway, so he rubbed their arm and rubbed their hand. They let him get away with it. He give him a little kiss on the cheek. He get away with it. So he keep upping the ante. He accidentally slapped their butt one time. Get away with it. So then he just keep on doing more and more shit. Because he realized these dudes is a bunch of freaks and he know he can get away with it because they already in that life. I don't care how much money you offer somebody. If they ain't a homo, they not gonna let you. They not gonna do none of this. These dudes is already into that freaky ass lifestyle. None of these people are forced to do this. It's just they already freaks. They already freaks. I don't know why we acting like we so surprised. He says the forceful and demanding star privately admitted involvement in a 1999 nightclub shooting that saw him acquitted of gun possession and bribery charges. That got nothing to do with anything if he's already acquitted. Y'all can't do nothing about that. Mr. Combs consistently made it clear that he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement, lawsuit claims, which he did. He had immense power. Jones claimed that the underage girls and sex workers were guests at the stars. It always goes back to the sex trafficking. Remember, I was talking about it before. They use what this guy says with the guns and stuff, the guns and the drugs to cooperate this kind of stuff because they say, all right, he was right about that. So if he was right about that, he right about this shit. It all goes to a totem pole. Jones claims that the underage girls and sex workers were guests at the star's house and parties, and that he saw the star drug their drinks. That's a hell of a claim.
Well, the problem with that claim now is that these little chicks is pulling up themselves with fake IDs and fake entries, and at that point, it's like, who's to believe? I granted they shouldn't. If you know, don't do it. But if you don't know, then fuck it.
He also claims that he was ordered to Miami trawl bars and night spots to recruit sex workers, and says he himself was drugged in the February of last year before he woke up naked, dizzy, and confused in bed with Combs and 2 other sex workers. His lawsuit names Combs' son Justin, his chief of staff Christina Coram, and the University of Music Group's chief executive Sir Lucian Grange as defendants. It accuses Coram of grooming him on Combs' behalf and claims that Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group comprise of RICO enterprise that failed to adequately monitor and warrant supervise Combs of his inner circle.
See, I want them to get this nigga because I think he probably did all the shit that they accusing him of. Honestly, he probably did, but I don't think they gonna get this nigga.
You know?
Nah, like I don't. Something tell me he gonna come out on top.
I agree with that.
The craziest thing is, even if he went to jail,
like, is he really going to jail?
You know what I mean? So he ain't Gucci Man now. You know what I mean? He ain't Bobby Shmurda. He not none of these regular niggas. That nigga's Sean P. Diddy Holmes. The nigga's pretty much just gonna buy the jail and just be chilling.
I think his ass going to jail.
He's fine. He can buy that jail and just be chilling.
If OJ can get out with his money and with good lawyers, you don't think P can?
OJ killed 1 white woman and 1 white man, sir. This mother effer was touching booty holes and sex trafficking. The feds is on his ass. He ain't getting away.
Now, you said the Fed? Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the Feds. Yeah.
The Feds is on his ass. Homeland Security.
This just because they got the track record. You know what I mean?
His
if
ass.
they didn't have the highest of track record, like it was at 90, the motherfuckers at like 99.
This ain't the Philadelphia Police Department on him. Homeland Security on him. They hit 2 of his. They hit 2 of his.
Homeland ass though.
Okay, all right.
They got his ass.
They got an unlimited budget.
That don't mean shit.
Okay. They got an unlimited budget.
I mean, they ask more.
Nah, they had
who all is under Homeland? What agencies? Because
a lot of FBI, all of them are all together.
So once again, they all the Department of Justice, all these people.
No,
so
but I'm saying like the Department of Homeland Security, not like all of the.
Yeah, they're all together.
They're all together, sir.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but I get what you're saying.
What you mean, not necessarily?
It's
literally what it is.
Yes, you can pull from all those different branches, but the Department of Homeland is still his own thing.
No.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Homeland Security is over all of them. When you say the Department of Homeland Security, listen.
Yes, you can be over all of them, but it's still its own entity, or wouldn't it need a name?
Yeah, but the Secret Service is under the Department of Homeland Security.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm still saying it's its own entity. If you want to get the FBI and the CIA and all these other branches involved, then cool. Yeah, sure, they'll work out. But just the Department of Homeland, they don't have
I really don't think y'all know how successful Homeland Security is. I think y'all underestimate.
We don't really know because they don't really speak of Homeland Security.
No, they don't. They don't, and that's how you know how good they fucking are.
No, they just.
They really don't talk about Homeland Security. They talk about the FBI more than anything because FBI is supposed to be.
FBI has the track record to 99%.
Yeah,
when you think federal.
Yeah,
I don't know if the FBI do or the Department of Justice do. I think the FBI is not that great anymore, and they force a lot of people to do a lot of things.
Politicized. That's why.
Yeah,
they're coming for you. They got you. That's the thing. Though.
But put it like this: they got all the agencies. They hit 2 of his houses in 2 different states at the same goddamn time.
At the same goddamn time, nigga.
The same goddamn time.
At the same goddamn time.
These motherfuckers ain't playing with him. Jones named some of the industry's biggest names as co-defendants in the $30 million suit, claiming records involves Ethiopia, whatever, dismissed Combs' groping as friendly horseplay and his way of showing that he likes you. His lawsuit also alleged Diddy's affiliation to Prince Harry and other stars gave him his associates legitimacy. The court's documents do not suggest any wrongdoings on Prince. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, you
LA,
gotta
do
put
you
the.
go around grabbing every guy that you like? Do you grab around grabbing their
No,
ass?
I don't know what the fuck going on with this one. This is some bullshit. But you notice they made sure Prince Harry had to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
They made
I
sure
thought I
Prince.
saw his name in some of this, and I was
Yeah,
like, that must be a
yeah.
different story. And
Nah,
Cuba Gooding
nah,
Jr. He's
nah.
in there too.
You think they grabbed Prince Harry junk just a little
Oh,
bit?
they might. Well, yeah, they might have. They might have.
Listen, this one Kanye started going crazy. Jones' lawyers claim guests were drawn to Diddy's alleged sex trafficking parties because of his access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry. Prince William and Prince Harry met Diddy and Kanye West at a post-concert party. The Prince hosted to thank all who took part in the concert for Diana's at Wembley Stadium in 2007.
What the fuck did you just say?
I wonder how somehow if this relates to Epstein's list and his island.
No.
You know,
I wonder if it all comes full circle.
It could. Because Prince Henry was over there. Prince Henry was there too.
Bro, this is the club, man. Epstein was on the club. He had the white T-shirt party. He was there. All these niggas is bro.
I'm with you, Sway. Fuck these niggas, man.
Just go to the watch all the white T-shirt party. That's everybody a part of it. If they ever want to fuck around and find out, all them niggas can get it. That's pretty much who you need to know is on the hit list.
However, the Prince of Wales is not named
that
in
also
the court
includes
documents.
LeBron James.
Why ain't he in the court document?
Because he's the prince.
Just like his cousin was in the motherfucking Epstein Island, but they ain't trying to motherfucking put.
Well, they already got one of the royal family. They ain't gonna get two. They already threw one up to the wolves.
They ain't throw him to the wolves. Ain't shit happened to that nigga, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. Diddy denied the existing allegations against him, calling them sickening, and his lawyer dismissed Jones' claims as pure fiction. Little Ride, that's a hell of a name, man. Little Ride is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 billion. I thought they said million. This motherfucker wanted $30 billion. That gotta
I guess
be
he was
typo.
aiming high.
He
said, "Well,
they took his asshole juice, man."
$30 billion lawsuit, shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. The rapper and musician mogul Diddy has been fighting for at least 5 legal battles, including one against the unnamed woman who claimed that he and 2 friends sexually assaulted her when she was 17. God damn, man. That's why I don't want no daughters.
That's Prince Harry, right? Not the other one. That's the one married to Meghan Markle.
Yeah, that's the cuck.
Yeah, because the brother, I don't know, their father is even sketchy. That's right. Andrew was the one involved in the Epstein scandal, Prince Andrew, which is their uncle, right?
I thought, yeah.
No, I think he's their uncle.
Yeah,
their father's brother, because the father is.
Well, you know they all a bunch of inbreds anyway. That's the problem. Diddy's former girlfriend.
And
they're a bunch of inbreds. Yeah, they all cousins. That's the problem. That's why they act. Diddy's former girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie Ventura, in a lawsuit filed in federal courts in November, also accused him of sex trafficking. See, Cassie didn't want to open up this can of worms. She claimed Diddy controlled and abused her for over a decade, as well as filling her with drugs, beating her, forcing her to have sex with the multiple male prostitutes while he watched and recorded. Ventura said that she was 19 when Combs, then 37, signed her to his record label. Everything that shine ain't gold, right? People look at this kind of crap and say, you know what, I wish I had their life, but you never know what they go through behind scenes. She claimed Combs gave her drugs, including ecstasy and ketamine, and soon after to make her compliance. Fuck you, Tom. Ventura alleged that all the aspects of her life was controlled by Combs, including her medical records. Among the alleged episodes of intense violence was a beating in an SUV on the way to the home party from the rapper Jay-Z. Jay-Z was even involved. On another occasion, jealous Combs allegedly pulled Ventura out of a club, stumping her face, leaving her with injuries so bad she had to recover for a week. Now,
wow.
Do that kind of make any sense to y'all?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
She got a black eye?
No. What I'm saying is this. if he was making her have sex with other guys in front of him, would he get jealous if she was having sex with another guy? If he was already watching her plug other dudes?
It depends on who the other dude was, sir.
I don't get what you're saying.
It was probably somebody he wanted to have sex with.
Ew.
Hollywood is a bunch of freaks, ain't they?
Yes, sir.
It's like NASA. They say this how they be doing in NASA.
That's almost a fact.
On another occasion, a jealous Combs allegedly pulled Ventura out of a club, stumping her face, leaving her with injuries so bad she had to recover for a week. Perhaps the most disturbing claims are that Combs allegedly forced Ventura to take part in a drug-fueled parties where she had sex with male prostitutes while wearing masquerade masks as he filmed and performed a sex act on him. Huh? Perhaps the most disturbing claims are that Combs allegedly forced Ventura to take a part in a drug-fueled parties where she had sex with male prostitutes while wearing masquerade masks as he filmed it and performed a sex act on himself. Oh, he's beating his dick. Okay, I was confused for a second. I thought he was doing, what was the dude, Marilyn Manson, who they said was giving himself head or something shit back in the day? Okay, I'm the only one to remember that. All right.
Yes, you know.
Y'all don't remember that was the damn thing. They said he took out his ribs just so he can give himself head. I'm the only one who heard that.
I remember.
Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is, I don't know.
Weird?
But no, remember Amber Heard? Remember during the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, they say Amber Heard was having a masquerade parties and it made all her girlfriends, because you know she a trisexual, whatever the hell it is.
She tries anything. Yeah.
Tries anything. Yeah. So they say all her girlfriend had to go around knocking off everybody, all the dudes and stuff. So that could be true. That's what they say he was doing. That's what Amber Heard said she was doing in there. The lawsuit states Miss Ventura was repulsed by Mr. Combs' demands, but between the physical beating and recognizing his incredible power and incredible temper, Miss Ventura became petrified of her partner and boss and felt that she could not say no. In another alleged incident, an enraged Combs dangled Miss Ventura's friend over a 17th floor hotel balcony. This motherfucker thought he was Nino Brown.
Nino Brown, huh?
It also claims that he threatened to blow up the car of a love rival, Kid Cudi, which later exploded on his driveway, though it was unclear who was responsible. In September 2018, Ventura tried to break things off. Combs allegedly forced his way into her home and raped her. That's crazy. The lawsuit is also seeking unspecified damages for sex trafficking, sexual battery, sexual assault. Combs denied the offense and outrageous allegations and settled with Ventura out of court. The lawsuit by Ventura was one of the at least 5 civil complaints brought in recent months, leaving sexual assault allegations against Combs, including one from Jones. Jones won $30 billion, though. I don't think y'all understand that number. That is a crazy-ass number. Joy Dickerson Neal, another accuser, claims Combs slipped something to her drink and sexually assaulted her in 1991. Wouldn't the statutes of limitations be up on that?
Yes.
While she was a student at Syracuse University, she alleged that he filmed the attack and shared the video with his social circle. That must have been a real VHS. Another Jane Doe alleged that she and a friend were raped by Combs and his friends, the singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, in the early 1990s. Rolling Stones reported Monday that 4 Jane Does and 1 John Doe have already been interviewed by the U.S. attorneys for the Southern District of New York for a probe related to alleged sex trafficking, domestic violence, and racketeering. Combs, 54, founded the Bad Boys of... That's all. All that being said, that nigga going to jail. I ain't mean to say the N-word, but he going to jail.
That nigga going to jail.
Yeah, he going to jail.
Not regular jail, but jail.
Yeah, he going to jail. I really do believe he going to jail. And I mean, they got too much. They got people now that's they got the little boy with drugs and guns getting off the plane now. His ass going to the pen. He already settled out of court with Cassie or Casey, whatever the fuck you want to name her name is. Yeah, he going.
Well, they're gonna And they'll use all those people they picked up to turn against him, because they'll offer them deals to testify.
Well, Puff Daddy, nice knowing you, sir. You can shimmy your ass in jail. How you used to do that shit on the damn. He can shimmy that ass right in prison. You going down, sir. That little freaky episode you got. And I still think dude who bringing that lawsuit against him, man, he was just gay. That don't make no goddamn sense. He's just gay. He's just a freak. You wanted to be in the inner circle and you was a freak and you let him rub on you. His ass going down. Anyway, anybody want to come up on the panel? The link is dropped. We about to this 8:50 already. Shit. We about to go to our second part of the bullshit where Tom and Mayo argue about things all day.
That's not true.
That's 100% true. It's basically should be called the Tom and Mayo show. I actually do have a couple videos myself from my play today. I got one from Fulton County. I showed Tom and them earlier. Only in Fulton County. You got to see this one. And then I have another one where these cops were beating on. These cops got a lot of time in jail because they witnessed a quote unquote beating, and they kind of ignored it. Oh, that's what they say they did. So I want to get your opinion on it. Ralph said Diddy gonna have his prison wife. I think a lot of these cases are past the statute of limitations, though, right? I think the only one they really have.
Well, they're all civil suits. They will result in no jail time.
But that the feds want them for sex trafficking, so they gonna get them on something.
Yes, but the current cases against him now are all civil suits. Because they don't have paper on him yet.
Across from you, up top.
Fun fact. Did you know that 50 Cent started back in December? He confirmed that he was working on a documentary through his G Unit Films division about the history of sexual misconduct allegations against Diddy.
Yeah, he can't stand them.
And donate the proceeds to help victims of sexual assault.
Yeah,
so he started this back. Well, he started this back in December.
Pick me up.
Dude, you're on the mic.
Yeah, he's just doing this to be petty, Kyle, because he can't stand Diddy.
Well, I think it's funny.
Yeah, that's all it is. He can't stand Diddy,
Because
so
he'll
he
tell
just
you
wanna
the
be
tea.
petty.
You want to know? You just go look for what 50 commented.
Yeah, he can't stand Diddy, so he's just doing all this to be petty.
But he did it back in December.
Yeah, he can't. He been hating Diddy for years. I mean, he even said it on one of his rap songs. He not gonna dance around. He won't dance around like Diddy. So he can't stand Diddy. He haven't liked Diddy forever. So you got to take what 50 say with a grain of salt. But I will say with a lot of these things, I think a lot of people in that industry were just freaks. And Diddy was just doing, all of them were doing the same thing. Especially with these men.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with these men.
They did it for the money or whatever they were getting out of it. And now they want to cry about it later.
Well, these guys basically had access to whatever they wanted sexually.
Yeah.
I mean, to stay interested, they just have to keep pushing the boundaries.
Mm-hmm. Like he said, he made them have sex with prostitutes, female prostitutes. Come on, sir, stop.
Was that girl that was on the screen in the pictures with him?
That was one of the girls, but he claimed.
Yeah, I don't think you would have to pay men to have sex with her.
No, that's that. Mayo, I don't know why he even put that up there. Like, come on, sir. Puff Daddy forced you to have sex with beautiful women, huh? All right.
Maybe that's terrible to a gay dude.
In this day and time, that might be true though.
No, BM, it's not. No, it's not. But get luck proving it.
You missed what she said before that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, about the Tupac thing. No. Yeah, but it's good luck proving that he was the one who made it.
Yeah.
Put the hit up. I mean, they got Keefy D for that dumb shit right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they got Keefy D for that. But what I'm saying is, That part about him forcing him to have sex with beautiful women is a bunch of bullshit.
It might be true in this day and time. These boys don't have sex with no women.
You know, boy, that man was a grown ass man. He was 37 years old.
Well, these boys, these men, whatever you want to call them,
And he was.
they not trying to have sex with women anymore. They might force people to do that now.
And he said Pete Puff Daddy forced him to touch his booty hole for a whole year, which is weird. It's because you wanted to do it. You could have got another goddamn job. Ain't that much work in the world. You just liked it. You was a part of that industry. You wanted to be a part of the in crowd, and you ain't mind another man doing it. Some things we need to just call a speed and stop playing with it.
I don't know who you're hanging around with if grabbing ass is, part of your social circle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, PM. Well, we gonna see. They want Puff Daddy. I don't know what Puff Daddy did to them, but they want his ass bad. They want his ass bad.
He took their music.
He probably got something on Hunter Biden, sir.
John the
At
Baptist.
this point, you could have just about anything against Biden, Hunter Biden, and it won't matter.
No. No, none of this shit will actually matter. None of this crap will actually matter. All right, let's get to the John the Baptist. You fucking killing me. Jesus Christ.
Maybe he doesn't realize it because he's not saying anything.
Motherfucking his mic.
I put my mic down so you wouldn't even hear the background noise.
No,
No, it was the mic.
The mic itself.
I was putting it down because I was talking to I was coming to work, so I was putting the mic down so y'all couldn't hear me. So
Why don't you mute yourself, sir?
Oh, cool.
If you're playing with the mic, just mute yourself. Pause. All right, let me get this one right. So I played this earlier for Tom and him. Only in fucking Fulton County. Only in Fulton County. Fulton County. God damn it. Y'all remember the first story I did on Fulton County with the gay mayor? And that was South Fulton County. I don't know what the difference between South Fulton County and regular Fulton County, but apparently there's a difference.
Well, that was the town of South Fulton inside Fulton County, sir.
So South Fulton is inside of Fulton. South Fulton is inside.
It's a town inside of Fulton County, sir.
Could they get any less creative? Bobville, anything?
I swear to God. Fulton County is not Fulton County. It's a town inside of Fulton County. So it's not a whole different town. So is Fulton County one town or is it two towns? I'm confused.
No, Fulton County is a county, sir.
All right, so is South Fulton a different county?
No. It is a town that resides inside of Fulton County.
So why do they call it South Fulton County then?
Sir, what county do you live in?
Philadelphia County.
Okay, is there any other towns in Philadelphia County?
No.
That's not the way it is in most places, sir. You have state, then you have county, and then you have towns within those counties, sir.
So why would they call it county a different? Why do they call it South Fulton County if it's the same thing as Fulton County? It's weird.
You don't call it South Fulton County, sir. They call it South Fulton.
Okay, we're going to listen. That's where they call it South Fulton County, but you might be right. You might be right. We're going to see.
Now to a Channel 2 Action News investigation. A South Fulton man fought City Hall.
So they do call it South Fulton.
He sued the city for what he calls the inadequate way the city responds to open records requests. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray was the first to report on the lawsuit last year, and you're here now with the resolution, Justin.
Yeah, George, the city of South Fulton in this consent agreement does not admit fault, but does agree to a long list of changes with how it handles open records requests for every citizen going forward.
I hope it's a lesson for city officials here.
And I will say, this guy looks like he's from Fulton and talks like he's from Fulton. If I ain't never see Fulton, this guy, he is the epitome of Fulton. Just look at him.
As well as cities all across the state of Georgia.
Rashard Snellings says it was a last resort, but one that got results. In November, we reported on Channel 2 Action News how Snellings filed a lawsuit against the city of South Fulton for allegedly violating Georgia open records laws. He'd get no response to some requests, sky-high fees for others, and some records came with whole pages redacted.
Delay after delay after delay. It is just unacceptable.
All right, so I need y'all to hear what this cat is going on with what's going on with this cat. So he put in, so basically every time he does an open record request, they stall him. They stall him to the high order. They always doing a bunch of bullshit to get him not to do it. So he sued him, and he actually wins. But watch what happens when he wins, Mayo, and the rest of the panel. Watch what happens when he wins. Only in Fulton County, he'll get away with some shit like this.
In this consent agreement, the city of South Fulton does not acknowledge wrongdoing, but does agree to several remedies, including holding a training for city staff and another for city residents in open records law. Joy Ramsing is Snelling's attorney.
As a result of that settlement going forward, the city's going to change.
Don't she look like she from Fulton too? Look at her. Oh boy, the Fulton is strong in this one. They probably married.
Oh yeah.
Change the way that they do
She
business.
married to at least a second cousin.
That's a fact. And they adopted that black dude.
A little bit when it comes to the open record.
The city of South Fulton says in a statement, quote, in response to an open records complaint, the city of South Fulton reaffirms its unwavering commitment to transparency and compliance within standards of the Open Records Act. Significant strides have been made to enhance response processes regarding open records requests.
Gone are the days where we're just going to take your word for it. We want to verify what you're telling us is accurate, especially when our money is being spent.
And South Fulton also was required by the agreement to cover all of Snelling's attorney fees. After the settlement, he wanted to know what all this cost the city, so he filed an open records request for that. And when he got it back, they redacted the dollar amount for what South Fulton paid its attorney fees for this case.
Y'all heard that bullshit? Did y'all hear what happened? This motherfucker, they basically told him they were going to do the right thing from now on. They're not going to redact it. As soon as he asked for how much they spent, they redacted it. So what the fuck changed?
All right. Now, see, this would violate the settlement.
Yeah.
So he needs to take it back to court and keep his money.
But the thing is, he should sue. He didn't sue for personal liability this time. He just sued to get them to be more transparent. That word I hate. Because everybody wants to talk about transparency, but there's only one way. So only in fucking Fulton County. You can't make that shit up. I said, yo, Tom would get a kick out of that one.
Apparently they're not they didn't have that clash yet.
No, they don't. Well, no, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about that. I don't know. I was sick as a dog, man. I came back from that trip. Maybe it's the weather.
Yeah, I was actually like, this is some bullshit when I like, this is some bullshit. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, only in Fulton County you get away with that shit.
Fulton, South Fulton.
Fulton, son, so whatever. Male say two is a town inside of a town inside of a town.
Yeah.
I wonder where East Fulton is.
And get this. If there's a town named South Fulton, there's a town of Fulton.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Where you live at? I live at the town of Fulton, inside of Fulton County. All right. Just like a New York, huh? This is what I wanted to talk to y'all before. Let me get y'all opinions on this one to see if you think these cops were wrong. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know it is 5 cops involved in there. 2 New York police captains and 3 New Jersey cops. So you got 5 cops in total. So this is all police allegations against each other, right? And I'm curious to see what y'all think. Do y'all think the New Jersey cops are lying, or do you think the New York cops are lying? Now the New Jersey cops end up getting arrested, and they end up getting arrested for this. And a couple of them got no bail. Now, granted, they never killed anybody. They didn't put any hands on anybody. They didn't do anything. They claimed they just didn't investigate, and the judge gave them no bail.
Were they in New York or were they in New Jersey?
Were they all drunk in Atlantic City?
Well, what I'm saying, if there's a difference between if it's in New York, they would have got out today. But if they're in Jersey, Jersey don't have the same laws as New York does.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
And New Jersey hates cops.
Yeah, that's the point I was thinking. So they gave them no bail. Well, Jersey is a communist state just like New York.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as New York.
You think?
Yeah, they're just an ounce above New York, not very far.
Oh, well.
I'll say a dime bag, not even a blunt, motherfucker.
So listen to this story. Now, my question is, why were the two New York cops in Jersey in the first place? Because they say one of the New York captains had a house in Jersey, but we're gonna get past that little tidbit because that not making sense. Because you can't live outside of your state. So I don't know if they're claiming this was a side home or what, but well, whatever. We'll skip past that little part. 3 city cops were accused Monday of crimes connected to the way they handled a domestic violence call involving a pair of New York City police captains in December of 2022. So this happened 2 years ago, and now these cops are just been fired and arrested for it. So it took 2 years. Sergeant Gillespie, 42, and police officers Jason Schmidt and Juan Cruz Fernandez were charged with official misconduct, conspiracy to commit official misconduct, hindering an apprehension, and tampering with public records in the incident. Harrington, I can't say that last name, one of the 2 NYPD captains ended up being arrested for alleged kidnapping, aggravated assault, and other crimes. So they got the damn captain with kidnapping, y'all. Almost a year after the incident, charges filed only after New York City Police and Passaic County Prosecutor's Office began investigating what happened. The victim had visible injuries when the Patterson's officer responded to the call, the prosecutor said in announcing the charges Monday. In ensuing interactions, the Patterson office did not sufficiently investigate how the victims obtained her injuries and did not treat or obtain treatment for the victim's injuries. The Patterson officers did not search for or collect physical evidence, and he was permitted to drive away from the scene by the officers and was not charged with any domestic violence at that time. The victim, I can't say that last name, alleged attack also was a New York. What the fuck? Why is always background noise with y'all? Was also a New York police captain, and 2 of them were reportedly have been romantically involved. Court documents. Also, they were having an affair. I think the one of the captains were married, so they were a little side chick going on, a little side romance. That's why he probably was in in Jersey. Court documents say the incident happened after the 2 were with a group of people at the restaurant in Patterson. A Patterson police report filed at the time of the alleged assault gave a sharp conflicting version of what happened, compared the affidavit and probable cause against the cops submitted by the prosecutor's detectives in 2023. Authorities in New Jersey have not released any body cam recording from the original incident. I can't wait to see it. The cop has been a member of the Patterson Police Department since 2005 and Schmidt since 2014. Cruz graduated from Police Training Academy about 6 months before the domestic incident. So he was a rookie. So they locked the rookie up and he was just there, even though he wouldn't know what to fucking do. So he was basically with his training officer, his TPO. The Patterson police report from December said officers were called to 655 21st Street Avenue for a report of a domestic assault. The cop and the woman were inside the SUV when Patterson cops arrived at the scene. The captain, who was 45 at the time, said he and the woman simply were having a verbal dispute about a $700 dinner tab among a group of co-workers, the police report said. The woman told the officers she did not recall the details of the argument or her injuries. The captain and the woman allegedly told the patrol officer, that the sergeant that they had no dating relationship. That said the police report. That ended up being a lie. They were actually having sex and they were having an affair. written on the day of the incident. Both the captain and the woman refused further police help and medical attention, the report said. The woman appeared to be drunk, the police report said. That's a big deal. So think about it. The cops say they got up there. At this point, I don't even know if the New Jersey cops knew they were cops, but just assume that they did. So I think that could have been a big problem because they knew they were cops and it looked like they were giving them a special attention. So they claimed that they weren't in a relationship and nothing happened. And the cops claimed they didn't see any injuries and they both were drunk. So I don't know how they do it in New York and Jersey. A lot of times if somebody is drunk, they can't give a statement because you can't take a statement from a drunk person. Usually you wait till they sober up. Additional allegations. Almost a year after the incident, the prosecutor's probable cause affidavit included allegations from the subsequent statements about the woman. The complaint said the captain grabbed the woman's hair and smashed her head against the dashboard of his vehicle. The prosecutor's account said the woman tried to run away, but the captain chased her down, lifted her over his head, and threw her to the ground. He allegedly choked her, dragged her into the vehicle, drove somewhere else, and then repeatedly punched her in the face. The captain allegedly took the female's captain phone so she could not call for help. The woman allegedly had bruises and swelling on her face along with cuts on her eyes. The affidavit said she was bleeding from her nose and face. But remember, the cops' report said that she told them nothing happened. So who do you believe, her or do you believe the reports? Because this is coming out a year later. Neither the Patterson police report or the affidavit mentioned that the alleged attacker and the victim were NYPD captains. The affidavit said the woman refused the medical care and called the captain a friend. But the captain said the two of them were having an affair, the affidavit said. Based on his admission and visible injury, swelling in the blood on the victim, this warrants a mandatory arrest. So, do y'all think, hold on, who do y'all think was wrong in the situation? God damn it, I knew they was going to pull that shit. That was another article.
Was that a professional courtesy thing?
No, so this is the thing.
Lying for them? For the guy? Do you think that the police that showed up were lying for the guy?
I don't know, because all of them were cops.
Because if he really did those things, he smashed her face, then he flipped her and threw her and all that, that's going to be more than a couple of bumps and bruises. It would be visible in the moment.
That's why I was saying, that's why I gave the caveat in the very beginning, they all were cops. So it's 5 cops involved. So you wouldn't, I mean, would you say, and both of them were captains. The NYPD cops were captains.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Is that a fraternization?
No.
Both being captains?
No, they're the same rank.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're going to call it special privilege. And the Patterson cops claiming that they didn't even know those two were cops.
Yeah, I guess it's possible.
That's why you need to see the body cam footage to see, because the body cam footage you will be able to tell if
who said what,
and if the girl actually had injuries too.
Visible, right. Because there's a big difference between getting knocked around a little and getting smashed, like the way they just said it, getting smashed, face smashed against the dash, and then chase her down, threw her on the ground, did this, did that, all these things. That's a huge difference. It's kind of hard to miss as a cop. You're trained to see these things, and your eyes work.
And did she actually tell him, the cops, that he did all this? Because if they got there, a lot of times you would get to a scene and the person's even, that's why you don't talk to drunk people. They're like, oh, nothing happened.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. Nothing happened.
Right.
And they gave these cats no bail.
So,
is there body cam footage of this?
That's what I was just gonna say.
They're not showing any body cam footage yet. They didn't release it.
But they have it, right? So they've already seen it to make their decision on bail, right? Do they see it beforehand?
Who made the charging decision?
No. So it'd be the district attorneys in Jersey. So the judge didn't see
was
that
it a
yet.
grand jury or a district attorney?
The district attorney.
So does the DA see that body cam footage first? Like
they supposed to
make that determination?
They supposed to look at all that.
That's pretty hefty. If they didn't, you know what I mean?
It
Because it would
sounds
be
like they're just
somebody's
going
word.
off of her statement, though.
Yeah, and that would be really messed up.
But once again,
'Cause I think she's trying to cover up for her misdoings in this
Oh, of course.
by
But the
doing a
pro-
complaint against the cops that arrested, because they arrested him, didn't they?
a year later, they just arrested the other captain.
Damn, that's a long time. What took so damn long? Were they waiting on something specific, or
They're not giving a lot of inputs.
Priority, investigation time.
maybe? Yeah.
So the captain, they saying if he convicted, because they just suspended him without pay, and they say if he's convicted, he can face up to 30 years in prison for first degree
Jesus.
kidnapping and 10 years for a second degree aggravated assault.
The cop, the New York cop.
The New
right?
York captain. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Depending on the
Situation, yeah.
what he did, you know.
But who do you
The body
believe?
cam is the only thing that's gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, but the body cam isn't going to tell you the kidnapping part.
No, but the problem is if she told you that she was kidnapped,
Right?
and
Or
they're
if she
saying
was
they
a
didn't
drunk,
investigate.
giddy little girl.
And
Like,
what if she went
oh,
up?
everything's
And what if?
fine.
And what if you got? Yeah, that's the problem. So what if you got there
Yeah.
and she was like, nothing happened. Get out of here.
Right. What are you supposed to do? I mean, I don't know about their laws. I know everybody has different stuff when somebody calls for a domestic. Some states have to push it anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah. You still supposed to. A lot of places you still supposed to investigate and ask questions.
Yeah.
But if that body cam says that they say that they're both New York police and all that, this is going to be bad for the other guys.
It's gonna be real bad. So this is a news report on it. It's just one of those things where
My
she
guess is
said.
they're trying to. The two captains from NYC are friends, right?
They were smashing.
They were smashing.
They were smashing.
Yeah.
He was having an affair, right?
One of them gets charged. So she brings allegations against the police that made a report. And the DA fell for it. But I mean, we're not going to know nothing until we see the body cam.
Yeah, so this is what the news said about it.
Well, 3 police officers in Passaic County arrested and facing charges for allegedly covering for an NYPD captain. News 12 New Jersey's Tony Caputo is in Patterson this morning. And Tony, what appeared to be a visible domestic violence incident was not properly investigated. What can you tell us?
They trying to make an example out of them 3 cops. I'm telling you right now. They trying to make an example out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if proven true, it's certainly disturbing considering these police officers were called out for a domestic violence issue. The Passaic Prosecutor's Office putting out a release yesterday identifying these 3 Patterson police officers and charging them as well. 42-year-old Giuseppe Ciarla, 29-year-old Juan Cruz Fernandez, and 34-year-old.
I don't know how you charge that the rookie that's in TPO. That's the training. Like, I don't know. That's some cruel shit. He has 6 months on
What's
the
he
job.
supposed to? Yeah, what's he supposed to do?
His supervisor was there. His supervisor's a sergeant. Like, I don't know what this cat was supposed to do. That's cold blooded to me.
Are they going to tell him he was supposed to tattle?
Yeah, he was supposed to tell.
Yeah.
Is that
I don't
not
know better.
what they told you, LA?
Yeah, but if that's the problem, if she says she didn't want to have any police involvement, which happens a lot, what is the tell? I mean, a lot of times.
But once they hear it, even though she said that statement, they should act to the statement.
That she doesn't want any involvement, or what statement?
No. He kidnapped me and slammed my head into the dashboard.
What if they never?
And I got blood on my face.
What if she never said that though? What if they got there and she said from the very beginning nothing happened?
Who called? Who called 911?
They don't say.
That's what I thought. It could have been a neighbor.
A lot of this
Speculation
doesn't
because we
add
don't
up.
know. Yep, it doesn't.
And the fact that it didn't go to a grand jury, that it sat solely on a DA to charge, tells me
For
they
this
probably
long.
got a weak case anyway
Mm-hmm.
against these guys.
Oh, Chime, you want me to keep the Uncle Tom up too, or you want me to take that one down? To force
Take it.
everybody on the porch.
You can take him down.